IHN show. Welcome to the IHN show, episode 68. There we go. That actually sounds good now. God, what a freaking circus this is right now.
Yep.
Anyways, episode 68. Wow, that's pretty loud. Let me turn down my mic, because obviously I bumped it. Yeah, it's good for right now. Alright, now I totally lost my train of thought. Anyways, it's episode 68. Welcome to the IHN show. If you're watching this on YouTube, we thank you. If you're watching this on Apple Podcasts or Podbean, we thank you still. And we hope you enjoy the show. As always, I'm here with my co-host, Andrew.
And I apologize right now because I forgot to announce that there was a Griffins game on Tuesday, yesterday, from when this was recorded.
You just lost a dinger.
So I would assume I do lose a dinger for that. So we're just starting off the show great.
Starting off as we should.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, first thing on the order today is we have, that I know of, unless you have a story to tell.
I got nothing.
Alright, then excuse me, I guess it is time for What Track Am I? Alright, this one, I warned you, and so you better get it right. I said I was going to get a track from Project Cars 2.
Crap. I haven't been studying.
Oh, that's
unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. So, I'm trying to get my computer to work. I don't know why it's not doing stuff that I want it to. No, don't go to SOB. There we go. Now open it. Don't tell me I have to open it like that. Google Chrome is doing some weird stuff. It keeps crashing on my computer, but I don't know why. There's no reason. So I guess I'll have to go through Soft Micro Edge, which is the new Internet de-explorer. So, and I don't really like using Soft Micro Edge. So, oh well. What do you do? All right. So, you ready, Harold?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Showtime.
Okay. What's this at? Alright. I am a... where's my thing at? 1.8 mile, 9-turn road course. In the North American continent.
Oh boy.
In fact, it is in the United States. The track was built opened in 1953. Construction began in 1952, and it hosted the first NASCAR events west of the Mississippi. The main track is a 2.5 mile long course that is unchanged from its original 1953 configuration. Did I say 1.8? I'm sorry, I meant 2.5. Sorry, I read the wrong stat. 2.5 mile 9-turn road course. So, the elevation changes and high average speeds make it a favorite of many road racing drivers. There are a total of 7 tracks at this motorsports complex, but if you can give me the name of, what I'm looking for, it's fine.
Holy crap.
The largest and most well-known track is commonly referred to as Big Willow. Ooh, there's a big hint.
Oh.
Thank you, I'll be here all week. There are other facilities such as the Streets of Willow, which is the 1.9 mile road course. I read the wrong one. The Horse Thief Mile, the Speedway at blank blank, the blank blank kart track, the Playpen, and the Walt James Stadium, which is a clay oval and paved oval. Efforts by fans resulted in the state of California declaring that this track as a California point of historical interest in 1996. You got $1.10 left.
I know I'm probably going to be wrong here, and I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to take a whack at it and say, is it North Wilkesboro? Because I don't think that's right.
You lose a dinger for that, because that was... North Wilkesboro is a point. I think it's pretty much a half-mile oval.
That's what I thought.
It's not a road course.
I know, but hey, I'm just giving it a whack here.
Oh, jeez. First of all, that's in North Carolina, not California.
Great.
So, I got 35 seconds left. It is probably going to be in the book, just saying.
Oh, well, then give it here.
Well, it's in California. Not stopping the timer. California starts with W. Oh boy, here we go. At least be in the camera shot. Japers. You got 11 seconds. Do 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 do. You're out of time. You are out of time. You are out of time.
Willow Springs International Raceway. That's it.
Yep. That is in Project Cars 2. Not sponsored. So. Why won't you frickin' work, Google Chrome? Pissing me off. Oh my god, forget it.
Well, this just sucks.
Figure it out later. So, with that, we are going to go on to, and guess what?
Segment of IndyCar, right?
That would be the correct answer. Alright, hold on, let me do something real quick. Actually, let's just start that. Alright, that's fine. If you're watching this, or if you're listening to this on the podcast, we had a little glitch. I.e. glitch, me being my dumbass. Forgot to start the podcast version of the recording, but that's fine. You guys just missed what track, so that's no big deal. It was Willow Springs International Raceway. So, in IndyCar, alright, who is the most famous female driver in IndyCar?
The most famous female IndyCar driver?
Yes.
I have no idea, honestly.
That's your opinion. In your opinion, you would only know one.
And that would be Danica Patrick.
Yes. She just won't go away.
Really?
She is going to be returning to the Indy 500 as an NBC studio analyst.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
She always spoke her mind as a race car driver and promises to provide the same candor as an NBC studio analyst for the 103rd Indianapolis 500, presented by Gainbridge. The retired IndyCar and NASCAR driver, unfortunately. You mean unfortunately retired? No, unfortunately she was a NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
Reiterated after Wednesday's announcement that she can only be herself when she joins Mike Triaco in the studio of NBC's first broadcast of the greatest spectacle in racing. Oh yes, can't change my stripes, she said with a chuckle on the media conference call. I think I'll have some extra insight and understand some storylines better. As a driver, you don't really care about the rest of them, you just want to beat them. As someone who is paying attention to the storylines going on, the drivers individually and hearing the stories and watching them unfold, there will probably be more of a sensitivity chip to all of it. But at the same time, I won't be afraid to call it the subtleties, there we go, that exist on the track that perhaps the viewer or someone who can't or who hasn't been on the track would know. The way that the air moves from car to car, behind and alongside and in front, and how you can manipulate other cars based on your line, and little things that you do. I've definitely watched plenty of racing commentary on it. I can watch it and see what's happening, and they're like, well, he didn't touch him, and I'm like, he didn't have to. I understand how it works. Then she reassured, don't worry, I won't be afraid to give my opinion, and that's the part we're worried about. The normal NBC Sports booth trio of lead announcer Lee Diffie and analyst Townsend Bell and Paul Tracy will call the race action as NBC broadcasts the Indianapolis 500 for the first time. Triaco and Patrick, the only woman to win a major open-wheel series race, will provide pre-race, in-race, and post-race insights. Patrick will also be part of NBC's Indy 500 qualifications broadcast on May 19th and will assist in promoting the race across NBC Universal's platforms leading up to race day. Indianapolis 500 is a special for the 7-year NTT IndyCar Series veteran who burst onto the national scene as a rookie in 2005 when she became the first woman to lead a race, or to lead a lap in that race. Lead a race in that lap. Nice job, dumbass. She finished 4th, was named Rookie of the Year for the race, and appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated the following week. What was she wearing? Her Her IndyCar highlight came when she triumphed in the Indy Japan 300 in 2008. Her NASCAR resume included being the first woman to win the pole for the Daytona 500 in 2013. She retired last season after completing the Danica Double, racing in the Indy 500 Daytona 500 in the same year. She would turn 37 on Monday. Happy early birthday. It is ever mindful and appreciative of the role of her first Indy 500 playing in jet-setting her career. So, and it's just a bunch of other BS after that. So, that's cool. I gotta admit, that is cool. So, good for her.
Absolutely.
Yep. And Recky Stenhouse still has Danica-Patrick syndrome.
Yep.
And you might ask, what's Danica-Patrick syndrome? And we say the unbelievable amount of times that she is able to find a wreck. There was one time. All right, story time.
Oh, geez, here we go.
There was one time, me and my dad were watching one of the Gatorade duels. I can't remember which one. From a few years ago.
Okay.
And it was one that Jimmy Johansson wrecked in.
Nice.
It was the last lap. They're coming through turns 1 and 2, and they get into a wreck. She lost a draft, so she's like way back, right?
Yep.
So she lost a draft. Well, they start wrecking because it was the final lap, and you obviously that. So they start wrecking. They slide down. Oh, okay, and so she's that. So she steps on the brakes, and then and then there's like a pack of 3 or 4 cars or so. They went up against the wall. Then they were on the banking, so they slid down right off the banking because it's a self-cleaning track.
Yep.
Here she comes along. The cars are way past they are so far off the track. They are in the infield grass by probably 15 yards.
Oh my.
I mean, they are in the infield grass. I mean, they're having tea with the frickin' campers, right? That's how far in the infield they were. Well, not that far, but they were pretty far in the infield. They were off the apron. Here she comes. You could just see her coming into the camera shot, and I would... You not, because if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Yep.
Here she comes in the shot, and she spins out. And me and my dad, we didn't watch it the first time because we're watching the wreck. Yeah. And we watched the replay, and I'm like, how did she spin out? She was nowhere near the wreck. She was not even part of the wreck, yet she found the wreck.
Yep.
It was like, what happened? And like somebody asked her in a media conference, they're like, well, why did you spin all of a sudden? She's like, oh, I must have gotten under fluid or something. And I was thinking, no, that's just because you are a bad driver.
Yeah.
Like, they're past the wreck. You shouldn't be on the brakes. If you think there's fluid, don't be on the gas and just coast through it. You'll be fine. Nope.
Yep.
Either she wasn't on the brakes because the binders weren't locked up. She must have been hard in the gas because the caution was already flown. So it didn't matter. She finished where she finished.
Yep.
She's part of the wreck now. It's just like, come on, man. What are you doing? Oh, jeez. All right, what a circus this is so far. Pretty much. If you want to know what our entire show is, it's all wrapped up into this
song,
16-second song right here.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, this is a thing that says IndyCar and Circuit of the Americas together at last. If the IndyCar spring training at Circuit of America last month taught me, I think it's the same in the moment. Since 2012, with the track known as the acronym COTA open, many have been waiting and hoping that the NTT IndyCar Series would race at one of the premier tracks in the world. Obviously, that wish is coming true this weekend. The 3.41-mile, 20-turn circuit is unlike any other world-renowned track designer Holman Tilk has built, in my opinion. The opening corner presents a daunting uphill climb that rivals that of the Texas Giant roller coaster at Six Flags. Several sections of COTA were inspired by some of the great tracks in the history of motorsports. The offset The offset S's in the first sector are similar to Suzuki in Japan. Other areas compare favorably to Germany's Hockenheim and even Silverstone's Maggots Baguettes Chapelle sequence in England. Through it all, though, COTA has found a way to maintain its originality. Being from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Texas Motor Speedway has only been my home track, but the venue that is roughly 3.5 hour drive south on Interstate 35 to Austin definitely caught my attention over the years. This is the author talking, author being Joey Barnes. I've been fortunate enough to cover Formula 1 and FIA World Endurance Championships at COTA, but nothing was quite as unique as witnessing IndyCars taken in for the first time at the 2-day open test in February. On the last day, I finally had a chance to break away from the media center and wander. The paddock setup was like every typical track, but as I turned the corner and head to the pit lane, that moment happened. As I walked along the parallel path of the long front straightaway, everything went in slow motion. He says, you know those scenes in movies where the main character experiences a dramatic moment when sudden phase and they reach a point of serenity now.
Yep.
Before the final battle. Yeah, it was something like that. Mm-hmm. The team timing stands were full of activity. Some drivers leaned on the temporary pit road wall, each moving his hands as much as their mouths, providing feedback to the respective engineers. Others were on track trying to find the limit. Then I glanced over as I heard the roar of an engine. Then there were 26 Gamebridge Honda of Andretti Autosport driver Zach Veach, and smoke poured off the rear Firestone tires as he launched from the pit box and set out for another trial run. He became a silhouette in my vision as further down on the track, and I observed the likes of Graham Rahal Will Power zipping by and pressing up the hill towards turn 1. Instantly, everything rushed back to normal time, and I realized that all the talk and curiosity about IndyCar and COTA were finally over. They are together at last. Now, I have no clue what we are in for with the first IndyCar Classic on Sunday. The preferred line to run seems to differ driver to driver, and each one navigates every sector differently. Rookie Colton Herta paced 3 or 4 test sessions, but you can never discount Scott Dixon, Will Power, Alexander Rossi, and etc. The point being, it's really anyone's game. The debut of the Universal Air Kit last season tightened an already ultra-competitive racing product and added a new element of excitement, especially on road course and street circuits. At COTA, the cars will no doubt be dancing on tracks if they were doing the Texas two-step, which I have no idea what that is, to be honest. It seems appropriate that Austin is labeled the live music capital of the world, since the NTT IndyCar Series is about to bring the tuned harmony of 700 horsepower by the weekend. All right, that's that. Time for Fun Fact. Go ahead.
All right, now, I've got a little something about my fun fact. And what I'm going to say about my fun fact is that it's not a try-hard fun fact, and that's just something because it's got a funny number in it. No, the odds of this are actually quite ironic. So,
is it 22?
It is about 22.
I knew it.
How many diggers am I at now? -2, right?
You're at -2.
Okay, so I'm looking to get to 0 right now with this fun fact. And my fun fact is, when I watched the highlights of the Toronto Maple Laughs and the Smashville Predators from Tuesday's game, this guy said, one of the commentators said, Packerztown, who got the start for Smashville that game, said he is the 22nd winningest all-time goalie in the history of the NHL. And I kid you not, in the game against Toronto, spoiler alert, Smashville won 3-0, and in that game, Packerztown made 22 saves.
You're kidding.
I kid you not, with a shutout. And that is my fun fact.
That's one dinger now.
Nice.
So you made it into positives. All right.
That's good.
My fun fact time. Woo! Okay. This is an ECHL fun fact.
Oh my. I'm gonna like this.
The ECHL is the only hockey league recognized by the collective bargaining agreement between the NHL and the NHLPA.
Really?
Yep.
No way.
So
nice.
Well, it's because NHL teams, most ECHL teams are affiliated with the NHL. So they have to recognize it, except for like 2.
The Rapid City Rush and your very own Greenville Swamp Rabbits.
Oh, it's because when you're awful, you're just awful.
Yeah.
So, just sticking with the sound settings here. All right, that should work. All right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not missing anything, it is time for the 2 minutes in the sin bin.
4.
All right, here we go. I don't think. Yeah, okay, I was thinking something else. Go ahead with scores. Monday, March 18th.
The Desert Howlers were hosted by the Tampa Bay AC/DCs in Amalie Arena. The AC/DCs got 4, and the Desert Howlers got 1, courtesy of Andrei Vasilevsky, only allowing 1 goal against the Desert Dogs. And the Tampa Bay Lightning have clinched the President's Trophy for this season as of right now. And not only that, my other fun fact for today that I wanted to say, that I'm glad I thought of, in the history of major sports pro teams in the city of Tampa Bay, this is the first time that a major sports team in Tampa Bay has had the best record in any season of any sport for the very first time.
You're kidding.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, first time, just now.
Nice.
Well, Monday. So, holy crap. Finally got one.
Huh.
You
finally don't suck.
Exactly. Next is the Vancouver Fat Whales and the Chicago Deadhawks in United Center. The Deadhawks got 2 in overtime, and the Fat Whales got 3, courtesy of Bo Horvat. Next, we have the Winnipeg Jets. Speaking of 3-2, and the LA Booger Flings. The Booger Flings in Staples Center got 2, and the Winnipeg Jets got 3. Who got the game-winning goal? It was Tyler Myers. And next, get the paddle button ready.
Oh, jeez.
The San Jose Sharks in SAP.
Not SAP Center.
Correct. Up against
Better be.
The Vegas Golden Knights. The Sharks got 3, and the Knights got 7.
Oh,
that is deserving of a paddling.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Jonathan Marchizzo almost got a hat trick, along with Logan Couture.
Look out, mofo.
Tuesday, March 19, go ahead.
You can go ahead. There's only 5.
So I get to read this game, and speaking of 5, this game sucked, as the New York Fishermen were either in Barclays Center or Nassau Memorial Coliseum, and they played and hosted the Boston Beaches.
Beach, yeah.
The Beaches got 5, and the Fishermen got 0.
Yikes.
And that is deserving of a serious paddling, dude.
Good lord. Did the other team even show up?
Nope, Tukes gets the shutout. This game right here, the New York Fishermen, or not Fishermen, Blue Shirts, that's better, and the Detroit Dreadwings at not LCA, it is Madison Square Garden. The Dreadwings got 3, and the Blue Shirts got 2.
Oh.
Courtesy of Athanasiou with 2 goals, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. 1 from Franz Nielsen in the first, and Jimmy Howard, who got the start. Yep, typical.
Shocker.
Yep. He had a save percentage of .946 that game, I believe.
Huh.
I know. I don't know why, but he kicks A there. Oh, and I got something to say about Jimmy Howard when we get to news. Next, we have Les Canadiens de Montreal and the Philly Cheesesteaks at Wells Fargo Center. The Habs got 3, and the Cheesesteaks got 1, courtesy of Shea Weber, Max Domi, and one of my favorite goaltenders of all time, Carey, The Price is Right. Next, we have the other team in Pennsylvania at PNC Bank Arena to be hosted by the Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, the bunch of jerks.
The bunch of jerks.
The bunch of jerks got 3 in a shootout, and the other team in Pennsylvania got 2. And after that, they went duck hunting as their celebration. I kid you not. Next, we have the Washington
The only
Capitals.
reason why I said that is because the Penguins are a bird, too.
Yep.
It would have been funny if they were playing Anaheim.
Anaheim, yep.
That would have been a free dinger.
It would have been. The Washington Capitals were in Prudential Center to be hosted by the New Jersey Sinners.
Yeah.
The Sinners got 1, and the defending Stanley Cup champions got 4. Let's see. Burakovsky got 1. Brett Conley, Tom Wilson, and Evgeny Kuznetsov. Phoenix Copley and Blackwood got the start. Battle of the backups here. But this game right here, the Edmonton Oil Burners were in Scotiabank. Wait a minute. Enterprise Center. That's a little bit better.
You almost didn't make it.
Oh my. Okay.
You almost the bed.
The Oil Burners got 2, and the Brews got 7.
Oh, jeez. That's a paddling if I ever heard of one.
You better believe that's a paddling.
Jeepers creepers.
That's a free dagger. Chuck it up.
Why is that?
Jaden Swartz. Hat trick.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's alright.
I was doing some other stuff.
And this game right here, speaking of Packerztown and the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs got 0. This was in Bridgestone Arena. And the Smashville Predators got 3. You better believe that's a paddling. Goals from Boyle, Simmons, and Forsberg. This game, the Colorado Avalanche were in Xcel Energy Center, as the Avalanche got 3, and the Wild got 1. Tyson Berry got 1. Nice. Philip Grubauer was in that. Wow. Good for him. This next game was great for my bot and your team in fantasy, as the Lone Stars hosted the Panthers at American Airlines Center. The Panthers got 2, courtesy of only Barkov, and the Lone Stars got 4. Let's see. Radulov and Jamie Benn. Well, Radulov got 2, and Jamie Benn got 1 for my bot, and Klingberg on the power play, his 10th of the season, got 1 for you. Luckies.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh well. And this next game, the Sizzlers were in Scotiabank Saddle Dome, I believe that's right, against the Columbus Blue Eyes. The Blue Eyes got 2, and the Sizzlers got 4.
Oh, jeez.
And that's it.
That's it? Alright. Thursday, March 21st, we have the Yotes playing the Panthers at 7 p.m. The Bruins are playing the Devils at 7 p.m. The Lightning play the Hurricanes at 7 p.m. The Islanders and Canadiens play at not 7, but 7:30 p.m. The Red Wings and the Blues play at St. Louis at 8 p.m. The Penguins and the Predators play at 8 p.m. The Flyers and the Blackhawks at 8:30 p.m. That's a free game, meaning that is a
free dinger.
Up to tree, bofo. Here we go. Avalanche and Stars play at 8:30 p.m. in Dallas. The Senators travel to Calgary to play the Flames at 9 p.m. Blue Jackets and the Oilers. Actually, the Senators and Flames. That's the battle of hell.
Oh, nice. That's real nice.
Blue Jackets and Oilers play at 9 p.m. The Jets and the Knights play at 10 p.m. and the Sharks and Kings play in LA at 10:30 p.m. Friday, March 22nd.
The Minnesota Wild are in Capital One Arena to be hosted by the Washington Capitals at 7 p.m. Eastern. And last, holy crap, screw this, the San Jose Shark Tanks are hosted by the Mighty Quakers of Anaheim in Honda Center at 10 p.m. Eastern.
You can do Saturday, March 23rd, too.
Alright, Jakob Silverberg leads the Ducks in goals scored with 22. I kid you not, that's what it says. Sheepers. March 23, we have the Desert Howlers in Prudential Center to be hosted by the New Jersey Senators at 1 p.m. Eastern, day game. The New York Fishermen are hosted by the Philly Cheesesteaks at Wells Fargo Center at 1 p.m. Eastern, day game. The Chicago Deadhawks are hosted by the Colorado Avalanche at 3 p.m. Eastern, day game in Pepsi Center. Next, we have the Oil Burners in Rogers Place to play the Ottawa Politicians at 4 p.m. Eastern. Oh my, that's nice. I love it when these two teams play. It's so fun to watch. The Smashville Predators and the Winnipeg Jets at Bell MTS Arena Place Coliseum at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next, we have the Blue Shirts and the Maple Laughs in Scotiabank Arena at 7 p.m. Eastern. And next, we have the Buffalo Stifle and Les Canadiens de Montreal at the Bell Place at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is wrong.
What'd I do?
You said Bell Place.
Center.
There you go. Great. Do we have another Winnipeg on our hands?
No.
Alright. Better not be.
Hold on.
It's Bell
Center. I can't look at... hold on. Actually, I can. Alright. I'm gonna take a timeout real quick because I actually have an excuse. So,
all right,
just today, I looked up the list of all AHL arenas, and if I scroll down and I find Laval Rocket, the arena name that Laval Rocket play at is Place Bell. I kid you not.
Place Bell.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia.
Hell yeah, French.
Yeah. I kid you not. So that's why I got Bell Place mixed up with Bell Center and Place Bell. So, I kid you not, it's what it says. According to Wikipedia.
It's probably more like Place Jukestrap Bell.
Pretty much.
So.
Apparently, according to Wikipedia, it says it's a multi-purpose sports facility in Laval, Quebec, Canada. Includes seating capacity of 10,000 and has 2 smaller community ice rinks that's somewhere else. And other than that, it's about it. It's what it says is Place Bell. I kid you not.
That's French.
Yep. So thanks to them for screwing it up, and me for getting that screwed up. All right, onwards here. We have the Boston...
Onwards and downwards.
Because the Boston Beaches are hosted by the Florida Panthers at BB&T Center at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next, we have the...
Missed my joke. I said onward, you said onwards, and I said and downwards.
Pretty much.
Because they're playing in the south, down south.
Yep.
Downwards. Bar, rar, rar.
Pretty much.
I still have to get a sound effect of my dad doing that. Bar, rar, rar.
Oh, that's going to be so funny when we get that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is.
All right, moving on.
We have the Minnesota Wild in PNC Bank Arena to play the Carolina Hurricanes at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Hopefully the wind don't mess up my hair.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I know, right?
All right.
Next, we have the Tampa Bay AC/DCs and the St. Louis Blues at... Oh, jeez, where do the Blues play at again? Enterprise Center. Good lord, that's what I'm having trouble with.
Oh. Keep looking. Come on. Look at that game.
Oh, there it is. At 8 p.m. Eastern, that is a free game, which means that is a free dinger.
That game, I feel like is going to be like... That game, I feel like is going to be really electrifying.
It is. It is.
I don't get one for that?
Nope.
Why not?
Trying too hard. This next game, the other team in Pennsylvania...
Wait. You get another free dinger.
I know exactly why. Didn't we say this last episode, though?
Yeah, but it's... Why not again?
Oh, and it's Ryan O'Reilly, 69 points. And then...
He just got to 69 now.
Yeah. And then this next game, I get another dinger because the other team in Pennsylvania are hosted by the Lone Stars in American Airlines Center at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tyler Seguin leading his team in points with 69 as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have the Calgary Sizzlers and the Vancouver Fat Whales. Oh, that's going to be a ship show.
They're going to cook them.
Yep, they is. Nice. At 10 p.m. Eastern, I am going to give you a dinger for that. That's nice. That is nice.
That was a pretty good one.
And that is at Rogers Arena. And then...
Are you sure it's not Place?
Yeah, I'm sure, dang it.
Coliseum?
Maybe.
All right. Maybe.
Center? Well,
I'm
thinking about it.
This isn't the Pepsi Coliseum, or the Coliseum de Pepsi.
All right, yeah, listen here. Jeez.
Nordiques.
Exactly. You know, I accidentally got that mixed up with Hartford Whalers, too. I was
You
about to
would've said
say, I've heard of the Pepsi Coliseum before, but once I was thinking, all right, crap, I forgot. Is it the Quebec Nordiques or the Hartford Whalers?
Well, just think about it. Who sponsors? Where does Colorado play?
Exactly.
Pepsi
Center. Yep. So, next, we have the Dreadwings and the Nightlights at T-Mobile Arena at 10 p.m. Eastern. And lastly, to finish off, we have the Quackers and the Booger Flags at Staples Center for a ship show at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
I think he misspoke. It's more like versus. So.
Yep.
Alright, what day is this? Saturday. Alright, Sunday, March 24th. The Philadelphia Flyers are going to fill the Capitals up as they play at Washington at 12:30 p.m. That is a
day game.
The Yotes play the Islanders at 3 p.m. either at Barclays Center or Nassau Coliseum. That is a
day game.
The Canadiens and the Hurricanes play at 7 p.m. The Avalanche travel to Chicago to play the Deadhawks at 8 p.m. And the Blue Jackets play the Fat Whales at 10 p.m. in Van Crapper.
Yeah.
All right, Monday, March 25th. The Panthers play the Maple Leafs at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Sabres play the Devils at 7 p.m. The Penguins play the Rangers at 7 p.m. The Bruins play the Lightning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern in Tampa Bay. The Golden Knights play the Blues in St. Louis at 8 p.m. The Predators play the Wild in Minnesota at 8 p.m. The Stars play the Jets at 8 p.m. The Kings travel to Calgary. Hopefully they have the passports. To play the Flames at 9 p.m. And the Red Wings travel on their West Coast tour to play the Sharks starting out at 10:30 p.m. And we'll do Tuesday since it's a long ways away.
Battle of Gus Nyquist, eh?
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be good.
All right, Tuesday, go ahead. We're coming up on our game real quick, like.
We is. But we're gonna have to save that for next episode. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Tuesday, March 26th.
Okay.
We have the Hurricanes and the Capitals at Capital One Arena at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
The Fishermen and the Blue Eyes, oh my, at 7 p.m. Eastern in Nationwide Arena. The Panthers and the Canadians at 7:30 p.m. Eastern at the Bell Center. Okay, whew, that was close. Next we have the Buffalo Senators and the Ottawa Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
There's a throwback.
In Canadian Tire Center. That is a throwback. To how many episodes ago? Like 20 or 30, something like that?
More than that.
Something like that.
Too much.
Next, we have the LA Booger Flings and
LA
the Edmonton Oil Burners for another ship show at 9 p.m. Eastern.
It's more like a versus. So
right now.
Oh, we got another versus.
And that is between the Quackers and the Fat Whales in Rogers Arena at 10 p.m. Eastern. I believe it's Rogers Arena. And then lastly, oh, this is a nice, I love this rivalry. This rivalry here is great. Between the Deadhawks and the Desert Howlers at 10 p.m. Eastern, it is in Gila River Arena.
Gila. All right, time for predictions. Go flying Ryan Newman back to
nice
Thursday. Yotes Panthers. That's a good game. Thank you. Free one for that. All right, Yotes Panthers.
Battle of Wild Animals. I have the Yotes.
Okay. Bruins Devil next go.
Game.
Devils go. Lightning Hurricanes.
Oh,
Hurricanes are hot right now.
But I have the AC/DCs getting it done.
Oh, shocking.
Yep.
Islanders can't. Oh, stop show.
Get the coin, Siri.
Oh, jeez. This bitch again.
Yeah, and if it rolls under the bed, I'm going to start peeing my pants laughing.
Yeah.
Good luck. Please tell me it did.
No, I haven't said it yet. So my dad's friend sent me a text because he's probably listening for this. And when we got to the Danica Patrick thing about the thing, he sent me a text and he was like, she'll have great insight on the Rex.
Oh my!
That's a free dinger for him.
That is a free dinger.
Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you. Well, except maybe for Danica Patrick. That's funny. That's funny.
Ship right there.
All right.
Liquid gold comedy.
That is good stuff. All right.
It is.
All right. Are we doing the classic heads is away team?
Yeah.
All right. Hey Siri. Flip a coin.
It's tails.
Tails. So that means the Islanders are going to
win.
All
right. Islanders it is.
Actually, I have no idea what her correct rate is. All right. Red Wings Blues. Go Blues. Go.
Next game.
Predators Penguins. Next game. Flyers, Deadhawks, stop show.
Get the coin.
SOB.
She's pretty good at lying, so.
Yeah. Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
It's heads this time.
Heads again. Flyers.
Right. Deadhawks it is.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Sorry. All right. Avalanche Stars. Stars.
Yep.
Senators next game. Blue Jackets Oilers.
Next game.
Uh-oh, stop show again.
Get the coin.
Battle of the Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals of last season.
Jets Golden Knights.
Get the coin.
Oh, geez, bringing down the house. All right. Yeah. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Heads.
All right. Knights it is. Yeah.
Home team home. All right. Sharks Kings.
Next game.
Battle of the West Coast. All right. Friday, March 22nd. Wild Capital. Caps.
Next game.
Sharks, Ducks. Next game. Saturday, March 23rd.
Come on, keep up this momentum, boys.
Yotes, Devils.
Next game.
Oh, doing so good.
Oh.
Flyers, Islanders.
Had a little bit of momentum there.
Yeah.
Get the coin.
It's going, really?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Siri. Flip a coin.
It's tails.
Tails. Islanders it is.
Fisherman it is.
All right. Blackhawks. Oh, geez. Almost identical records.
Dang near.
Stop show.
Get the coin.
Avalanche have only played one more game.
Yep.
Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
Heads.
Heads.
Avalanche it is.
Home team, home. Oilers, Senators.
Next
Oilers,
game.
Oilers. Oh, jeez.
I have the politicians.
What is this? This would be the battle of the Western semifinals.
Yep.
Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails this time.
All
Preds
right.
it is.
Smashville it is.
All right. Maple Leafs, Rangers. Next game. Canadian Sabre.
Next game.
Panthers, Bruins.
Next game.
Wild Hurricanes.
No.
All right, I'm gonna go out and just say Hurricanes right away.
Me too.
All right. Lightning, Blues. Lightning.
Hold on, I gotta scroll down here. Yep.
All right. Stars, Next game. Flies, Fat Whales.
Next game.
I said flies. Flames.
I was just saying, wait a minute.
It's
still next game anyway.
Back the trolley up. Golden Knights, Red Wing. Next game. Well, the Red Wings actually gave the Knights their first loss in franchise history.
Oh, that's right. I have
But
the
Knights are still
Knights
gonna
anyway.
win. The Knights are gonna win anyways.
Yep.
All right.
Battle of ship teams. Get the coin.
They both get an L.
Yep.
All right. Sunday, March 24th. Flyers, Caps. Ooh. Oh boy.
I'm gonna go with Capitals in a shootout. Will you spy that?
I'll buy overtime.
Really?
Yes, courtesy of Alex Ovechkin.
From his office.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, Yotes Islanders. Oh, good lord.
Fisherman.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, Hurricanes. Okay, geez.
Get the coin. This is actually a nice Eastern Conference matchup.
I know. Whoa, not Easter.
Did you accidentally summon me?
No,
No.
no, I ain't summoning Satan.
Yeah, get the coin underneath the
Flip
bed.
a coin.
It's tails.
Tails.
All right,
Canadians
Habs it is.
Canadians it is. All right.
Nice.
Oh, we have we have a rematch.
All right, get the coin. She said Deadhawks, or no, she said Avalanche the first time, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
It's heads.
All right.
All right, Deadhawks the second time.
All right, they split.
Second time's the charm.
Blue Jackets, Canucks.
Next game. Carry it into Monday.
Panthers, Maple Leafs.
Next game.
Sabres, Devils.
No. Oh, get the coin.
I'm gonna go with the Sabres.
Yep.
All right. Rangers, other team. Next game.
Here we go.
Lightning, Bruins.
Next game.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Brews, Nightlights, get the coin.
Flip a coin. No, flip a coin.
I'm not sure I understand.
Excuse me?
Flip a coin.
Tails.
It's because it was registered twice. It was Tails, so that's
Tails.
Golden Knights.
Golden Nightlights it is.
All right. Preds, Wild. Preds. Sharks, Jets.
You mean
Stars, Jet. Sharks, Jets. They both start with Q.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Stars because of 69 for Tyler Seguin.
Really?
Yep.
I have the Jets in overtime.
The Stars are gonna whoop them.
Nice.
Hopefully Connor Hellebuyck's in that.
Yep. Oh, no. Hey, on second thought.
Flames, Kings.
Next game. Here we go.
Sharks, Red Wings.
Next game. No, we don't do. No. The next game was Hurricanes and Capitals for the start of Tuesday.
Yeah.
So never mind.
What a piece of.
You know, I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes.
I was gonna go with the Capitals, but that's for Tuesday, so we'll do that later.
All right. Islanders, Blue Jackets. Oh, jeez.
What now?
Islanders, Blue Jackets.
We're doing Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Because it's so far away. Numb nuts.
All right, gotta load that back up.
Islanders, Blue Jackets. They pretty much have identical records. If you
Get
look
the
at
coin.
She's putting in overtime. Flip a coin.
She's gonna put it underneath the bed. I swear, she will one day.
I was saying, flip the damn coin, bitch. Flip a coin.
It's
Heads.
Heads.
Island,
All
Blue
right,
Jackets.
Blue Jackets it is.
Panthers, Canadians.
Canadians.
Sabres,
Next game.
Actually, we want the Senators to win.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Kings, Oilers.
Next game, Oilers.
All right, Ducks, Canucks. Oh, jeez.
Get the coin.
Oh, jeez.
You got to get the coin for these two bad teams. I got a dagger for Silverberg's 22 goals.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know you said it earlier, but it's not as fun when you know it's coming.
Yep.
Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Heads.
Fat whales it is.
All right, Yotes, Black Yotes.
Yep.
All right, that's that. You're up, Harold.
All right, for my scores, we will start with the schedule of T-Town Hockey's very own Toledo Walleye. Let me see here. Today's the 20th. On Thursday, March 25th, the Toledo Walleye are hosted by the Cincinnati Cyclones at 7:35 p.m. Eastern in US Bank Arena. On Friday, March 22nd in Huntington Center, they host the Brampton Beast. And on Sunday, to wrap up the weekend at 5:15 p.m. Eastern in Huntington Center, they host their big-time rivals, the Fort Wayne Comets. That's gonna be good. Oh, this is a really nice weekend for Toledo. It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be fun to watch. I'll tell you that much. All right, now what we gonna do is go into the Griffins here. For the Grand Rapids Griffins on Tuesday, March 19th, they were in San Antonio, Texas at AT&T Center to be hosted by the Rampage at 8 p.m. Eastern. In a shootout, the Griffins got 2, and the Rampage got 1.
Nice.
Courtesy of the only goal scored in the shootout, I believe, was none other than Chris Terry. Unbelievable. So we've won 2 in a row now, and we've won all 2 games that we've been on the road, and we have 4 more road games. On Wednesday, March 20th, which is today, at 8 p.m. Eastern, they are in Texas to play the Stars at 8 p.m. Eastern. Gosh dang, I forgot what arena named Texas is. Here, let me look that up. HL Arena. I was just say, yeah, you might want to play the you know what music right about now. Huh. Nice. I found another SAP not SAP center name.
Nice.
HEB not Heb Center is where HEB Center.
Whatever that means.
Yep, it's in Cedar Park, Texas. That's where they play. It's in Cedar Park. All right. That's where that's at. And on Saturday, March 23, in the Lone Star State at 8 p.m. Eastern, they're going to have a rematch at HEB Not Heb Center to play the Lone Stars. And on Sunday at AT&T Center, they are in San Antonio on the 24th to play the Rampage at 4 p.m. Eastern. And other than that, that is the 3 out of our 4 road game trips left. It's going to be good and fun and exciting to watch. And other than that, that's all I got.
All right, on to news then. Ben Bishop's shutout streak ends at 233 minutes and 4 seconds, which is just under 12 periods of hockey.
Holy cow, dude. Wet ham.
The longest is 5 games and then some.
Bye.
Believe it or not, by an Arizona Coyotes goalie.
Is it Ilya Brizgalov?
I don't think it's Brizgalov.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Could be. Look that up.
Hold on.
I could be wrong. Oh. Hold on. I'm still. You kind of went through kind of fast. I wasn't able to.
Sorry.
Get through all the news. Let's go through the news and see what articles I wanted to mention. I do know that Chris Jury's. Wait a minute. This says.
Oh.
This says Bishop has a shutout streak of 230 minutes. What was it before?
I don't know, but I have the answer.
Hold on, maybe they changed. Maybe they fixed it. It might. Oh, 33. Okay, so they added 3 minutes to it. All right, what is it?
Drafted 22nd, believe it or not, overall in the 1995 NHL draft by the Philadelphia Cheesesteaks, who played For the Desert Howlers, it has the record, and this was in the 2003-2004 season. 332 minutes and 1 second is Brian Boucher.
Brian Boucher.
Yes. Please tell me you've heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Okay. Thank God.
I just couldn't remember who it was.
Right. Okay. Now that we got that cleared up.
Yes. Mr. Steven Stamkos passes most goals for Lightning, and he passed, take a guess.
Is it Martin St. Louis?
No.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Who's the next top Lightning that first comes to your mind? He was a captain for him.
He was a captain?
Yep.
For the AC/DCs. What season?
Multiple seasons.
God, my next guess was honestly going to be Kucherov.
No.
That's a realistic guess.
No, he most goals.
I know.
Kucherov hasn't been around as long as Stamkos.
Oh. And it was a former captain who... Whatchamacallit? Oh, Vinny LeCavalier.
LeCavalier.
That's it.
So, alright, moving on down the list. Alright, what day is this? This is the 19th, so we're almost back to where we started. Again, somebody went by a little too fast. SOB, I'm gonna whoop someone's ass over that.
Here in a minute.
James Neal returned to practice with the Flames. He has missed 14 games because of an upper body injury. James, the real deal Neal.
Never fails.
Oh, it's great.
What I wanted to say about Jimmy Howard.
Oh, yeah, he signed a 1-year contract with the Red Wings.
Yep, that's what he did.
For how much?
I can look that up right now.
Alright, while you do that, Joe Sanavli is a Yale student, and he signs an entry-level contract with his hometown Washington Capitals.
Holy crap. Oh, shoot, it didn't say how much he signed for.
Oh, alright. How much is his current contract?
I don't know, it doesn't say that either.
Well, I know it doesn't say that. If you just type in, if you go to, like, salary friend or friendly salary, something like that, it'll tell you. Oh, cap friendly, that's what it is, cap friendly. What is his name? Austin Watson has been returned to available status after a phase of substance abuse and behavioral health program. See what else we got cooking. Kapanen expected to return for the Maple Leafs against the Predators. He has missed past 4 games due to a concussion. And we're back where we started. Woo! Alright, time to scroll way back up the list now.
Jimmy Howard's average salary per year right now is just under $5.3 million a season.
Alright, I'm gonna guess he's signed in the 4s then.
Yep.
Alright, Pastrnak could return for the Bruins against the Islanders. He has missed 16 games following thumb surgery.
Nice.
What else do we got cooking here? Oh, the Capitals have regained first in the Metropolitan Division with a win against the Devils. What else? Chris Jury was named the GM for the U.S. national team.
Nice.
He played 12 seasons in the NHL.
Yep.
What was at least one of the teams he played for?
Who did Chris Drury used to play for?
I know he played for at least one of them.
Was it the other team in Pennsylvania?
He may have, but I don't remember. I know he played for another team that's in that area, though.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it, he says. Okay. Buffalo. I know he played for Buffalo.
That's it. Dang it.
I have no idea how many, teams he played for. I don't know off the top of my head.
So. Speaking of red hot, the Sizzlers captain, none other than Mark Giordano, is on a push right now for the Norris Trophy.
Nice.
He's having a heck of a season.
Valtteri Filppula is out 4 weeks for the New York Islanders with an upper body injury.
Who?
Yeah, right. When the Sharks clinched the playoff spot, it is their 21st time making the playoffs in 27 seasons.
Who now?
Sharks.
Holy crap.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Dan Giardardi will be out indefinitely for the Lightning because of a lower body injury. Sucks for you. That sucks for them. And I believe that is about it. Yep, that's it. All right, time to move on. We'll do a little recap on fantasy. Fantasy right now, I am paddling my bot by about 50 points. You, on the other hand, not so much.
Nope.
So you're losing by what? About 40? 45? Yep. 35? 45? 45.
Something like that.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. All right. On this day, March 20th, in NHL history, Mr. Bobby Hall.
Who?
In
1969.
That was right. That's why you get a free dinger.
That's nice.
1969, the Chicago Deadhawks and Bobby Orr of the Boston Bruins each make NHL history in a 5-5 tie. Hall sets a league record when he scores his 55th goal of the season, breaking his own mark of 54 set in the 65-66 season. Hold on. Hall also becomes the second player in NHL history to get 100 points in a season. He reaches the mark 18 days after Boston's Phil Esposito.
You know, I've had it with these on this day crap things. I'm telling you right now.
And then Bobby Orr sets a record for an NHL record for the defenseman with his 21st goal of the season, breaking the mark set by Flash Hollett in the 44-45 season.
Who?
The record-setting goal comes with 1 second remaining in the third period. It earns the Bruins a tie after they can't hold a 4-0 lead.
That's a typo if I've ever seen one.
It threw me off, so I was like, what?
It was like, we were just like, is that English?
English,
mother trucker, do you speak it?
In 1918, the Toronto Arenas, now the Maple Leafs, become the first NHL team to compete in the Stanley Cup final, and they defeat the Vancouver. And they defeat Vancouver, the Pacific Coast Hockey Association, 5-3. 1955, Terry Sawchuk of the Red Wings becomes the first goaltender in NHL history to have at least 40 wins in a season 3 times in his career.
Oh my!
He gets his 40th victory in the 54-55 season when the Red Wings defeat the Montreal Canadiens 6-0. That's actually 2 paddlings.
That is 2 paddlings.
Ted Lindsay scores 3 goals for his 4th NHL hat trick and has 2 assists, giving Sawchuk more than enough support to tie his own Red Wings record of 9 consecutive wins. Nice. 1971, brothers face each other in goal for the first time in an NHL game. Ken Dryden of the Canadiens gets a 5-2 win against Dave Dryden of the Buffalo Sabres at the Forum. Ken enters the game after a second period injury to Rogie Vachon, and then Dave is immediately put on by Coach Buffalo, Coach Punch Imlach.
Something like that.
Giving the fans a historic treat. In 1993, Mario Lemieux scores 4 goals for the second straight game, helping the other team, Pennsylvania, defeat the Flyers 9-3. They don't deserve a paddling. It comes 2 nights after he scores 4 times in a 7-5 victory against the Washington Capitals.
Holy crap.
In 1984, Gretzky scores twice to tie Gordie Howe's NHL record of 801 goals. He scores 6-16 in the first period again in 1911. Or the third to give the visiting LA Kings a 6-6 tie against the San Jose Sharks. In 2001, Ray Bourque scores his final regular season goal in the Colorado Avalanche 4-1 win against the Sharks at Pepsi Center. Bourque retires as an NHL record holder for goals by defensemen at 410. Shotgun.
Pretty much.
A mark he still holds to this day. In 2004, Luc Robitaille of the LA Kings at the time has a goal and assist to give him 1,369 career points. Are you looking at this too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first. Tying the NHL record for left wings held by Johnny Buke. However, the Kings lose 4-2. Speaking of the Red Wings, at Staples Center. In 2014, Daryl Sutter becomes the 18th coach in NHL history to reach 500 wins. Milestone comes when the LA Booger Flames defeat the Washington Capitals 2-1 in a shootout. And in 2018, Alex Ovechkin of the Capitals passes Jari Kurri for 19th place in the NHL all-time gold list when he scores 13:41 of the second period into the second period in a 4-3 win against Dallas. On the same night, the Winnipeg Jets defeat the Kings 2-1 in overtime at Bell MTS Place Coliseum Arena, the Garden, for their 44th win and single-season record for the Jets/Atlanta Thrashers franchise. The Jets go on to push the record to wins to 52 and finish the franchise record 110 points. Woo! Woo! Time for trivia. You get to go head first.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, listen here, mofo.
My trivia question for this episode today is...
Yeah.
Always something about NHL records.
That's nothing new.
And my record is, who has the most goals scored by a right winger in one season?
Most goals by a right winger in one season, eh?
Yep. This happened in the 1990-1991 season when the Canadiens won the Stanley Cup. This guy, born August 9, 1964, in Belleville, Ontario, Canada. He's age 54 right now, 5'11", 200 pounds. Right winger, right-handed shot. Although his... That's not right. Oh, that's weird. He's born... Get this. He's born in Belleville, Ontario, Canada, but his national team is the U.S.
Yeah.
He must have moved there or something. But...
Moved there and got dual citizenship.
Yep.
A lot of players do that.
Yep. He was drafted 117th overall in the 1984 NHL draft by the Calgary Sizzlers. So, scroll down here, going all the way down, and he played for some other teams in some other leagues. And from 85 to 86, all the way to 87 to 88, he played for the Calgary Sizzlers. And then in the middle of the 87 to 88 season, he was traded to the St. Louis Blues from the 87 to 88 season all the way down until the 97-98 season, played with the St. Louis Blues. When he played for the Blues from the 89-90 season all the way to the 92-93 season, he had 4 seasons in a row where he got over 100 points. In the 90-91 season, when he got 86 goals, which is the record, 86, and 45 assists, that season...
This was?
Huh?
What year did you say?
The 90-91 season.
Okay, so 90-91. All right.
This guy...
all I heard was 90-90. I was like, what?
He got 131 points in the 90-91 season.
They're going to say goals. I'm like, holy hell, Wayne Gretzky, look out.
Yeah, he's got some competition.
No kidding.
From the 98-99 season all the way to the 2000-2001 season, he played with the Dallas Lone Stars. And then from the 2001-2002, 2003-2004 season, all the way to the 2003-2004 season, played with the Detroit Red-Wings.
Brett Hall.
That is the correct answer.
When you said Dallas, I'm like, I was already thinking Brett Hall, but I'm like, I'll just wait. If he says Red Wings, he said Red Wings, I'm like, Brett Hall.
Yep.
Nice one.
Nice. I don't know how much time was left because I forgot to start the timer.
Woo! We could have been going on for 20 minutes.
Well, but I did think
Do you know what your freaking answer is? I don't know. How long has it been? 30 seconds. Okay.
So, I was gonna give you 30 seconds when I realized that I stopped the timer.
Yeah.
In the 2005-2006 season, did you know he played 5 games for the Desert Howlers?
No, I did not know.
I did not know that either. So that's my third fun fact of the day. Holy crap. Y'all sons of guns go and learn today.
Gonna learn today.
Alright. Alright.
This is a NASCAR trivia question. Just warning you. What is the longest sponsor partnership in NASCAR?
Really?
Longest sponsor partnership. It extends 6 decades.
Holy sheep.
Actually, over 6 decades.
Over 6 decades. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing that I can kick out right now, because I thought it was good. I thought it was gonna be, Jimmy Johansson and Lowe's and Chad Knaus and them guys and stuff like that, but never mind. The longest sponsorship? Okay, and it expands over 6 decades.
Yes.
Okay.
Continuous.
Okay.
This company has been a part of NASCAR for a continuous 6 decades plus. 6+ decades.
Okay, and then the sponsorship is a company, and then is this company on the hood or sides of any race cars?
It's on all 40 cars.
It's on all 40 cars.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're going to be on the sides of the car.
Yep.
All 40.
With the decals.
Yes.
Nice.
All
man,
sponsors are decals.
That is dinger number 5. I enjoy this trivia question. You're up to 5.
Woo!
He's doing something right. I don't know.
What
is he doing right? I don't know.
I don't know. Still figuring it. It's like that check mark stuff.
Big old check
What the
mark.
hell that means.
You got one big old check mark about 5 episodes ago.
You got a buck?
It's gone now.
You're just past halfway.
Just past halfway.
Yep. They first started being a part of NASCAR. Just pay attention to how I'm wording this.
Okay.
They started being a part of NASCAR in 1954. So 5 years after NASCAR was NASCAR.
Yeah.
Became NASCAR. And they've been with NASCAR ever since.
I know this might be too much of a question to ask for, but what colors are their logo? Would that be a giveaway?
I'll give that to you in 20-25 seconds.
All right. I'm going to have my first guess, and this is an absolute shot in the dark. Is it 3M? No.
No.
Okay, so that takes that out.
Their colors are blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow, eh?
Yes.
Is there red involved in that logo?
No. Straight up blue, yellow, and I guess you could say possibly white. Each car has 4 of these on them.
Really?
Of this word, it has, of the company name, there are 4 spots. It is on the car 4 times, every single one. I'll give you an extra 30 seconds. So each car has 4 words that are this company.
Okay.
Yes, okay. The company's name is on every car 4 times.
I have my answer. Is it Irwin? Son of a beach! It's not Irwin, eh?
You got one more guess. They
And
produce more than 100,000 of these every year.
Oh, good lord, it's Goodyear.
Oh, you just ran out of time.
You know,
Oh,
this game,
it's great, isn't it?
you know,
Good year. I thought when I said this is on the car 4 times, I thought you would have been like it would have clicked because it's right above the wheel. It's right above the wheel well.
right.
It says Goodyear on every car. It has to.
Oh, dang.
If you didn't get that, and there was still time left, I was gonna say they have been designated since 1954 the or one of the official tires of NASCAR. I say either the or one of the because actually Firestone used to be in NASCAR.
True.
And then there were the tire battles in the late 80s and early 90s between Goodyear and Hoosier.
Yep.
Which unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, Goodyear came out on top.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I know, but
unfortunately, when Hoosier came back into the sport, that Daytona Speed Weeks, 2 guys died in the same weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Neil Bonnet was one of them, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. Let me look that up.
Go ahead.
That would have been the 1991 or 2 Daytona Speed Weeks.
Something like that.
Might even be later than that. Let me just look up when Neil Bonnet died. That'll tell me. Neil Bonnet. Oh, it would have been 1994. Really? It's that late. Alright, 1994. Daytona Speed Weeks. Open that. 1994 Daytona 500. During Speed Weeks, on the first day of practice for the Daytona 500, Neil Bonnet crashed in Turn 4. He died at the Halifax Hospital for massive injuries. 3 days later, reigning Goody's Dash Series, NASCAR's 4-cylinder class, champion Rodney Orr, making his Cup debut, lost control and spun in Turn 2. His car flipped and hit the catch fence with the roof above the driver's seat. He was killed instantly. Pretty much he was decapitated.
Yep.
So,
Jeez.
pretty much in the same weekend.
That's awful.
So, And they were both on Hoosier tires. But
Jeepers.
the tires actually had nothing to do with that.
True.
There was an investigation, but I think it had to do something with something in the suspension broke, actually. So,
Yeah.
alright, with that, moving on from death and sadness, time for the NASCAR. Here we go, Bofos. Alright. On. Of course, I didn't write down that. Figures. Alright. In NASCAR, there was only one NASCAR rules violation from Auto Club, and that was the number 11 of
Dennis the Menace Hamlin.
who had a lug nut, you got a screw loose, violation at Auto Club.
He had something loose.
Jeez. And yeah, there's not much actually. I don't they have the thing for Martinsville. Well, I guess it's not. It's the same rules package as last year, Martinsville race. The full schedule for Martinsville in 2019 and the preliminary list. I don't even know if they're gonna have 40 cars in this. They haven't had 40 cars since the Daytona 500. Sponsored by Bojangles. So, no, I'm just kidding.
I love that.
The Bojangles Southern
Southern 500.
Oh, I love it.
It's
my
just
favorite.
great.
Nope, 36 cars. Come on, guys. You might wonder why there's no less than 36, so because there's 36 charters, that's why.
Yep.
So we have Landon Castle, Kurt Busch, Keselowski, Dillon, Austin Dillon.
The heck was that?
It was a NASCAR video.
Oh, jeez.
I guess I opened the video and it set it off.
Sorry about that.
I was like, looked over to OBS. I'm like, am I playing? I'm like, there's no sound effects playing unless there's a ghost in the room. I didn't hit anything. Where am I at? All right. Landon Castle, Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Kevin,
Happy Harvick,
Ryan,
Rocket Man Newman,
or Flying Ryan Newman,
Flying Ryan.
Daniel Hemrick, Chase Elliott in the he's in a Napa Auto Parts car.
Oh, he's
Damn.
not in the number 9 Hooters mobile.
Oh, I thought he was gonna be in the Hooters mobile. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Yep.
Eric Almirola, Dennis,
The Menace
Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Ty Dillon, Clip,
with a P.
Boyer, Ross Chastain, Recchi, Danica Patrick, Stenhouse. That's a new one.
I would put Syndrome in between
Recchi, Danica Patrick, Syndrome Jr.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. The Shrub, MTJ, Eric Jones, Paul Menard, Joey Logano, William Byron, Corey LaJoy, Michael McDowell, Matt Tift, Chris Boucher, David Reagan, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Priest, Jimmy
Johansson,
Cody Ware, Jeb Burton, DJ Kennington, Alex the Bowman, the Showman, and Matt
DiBurrito.
Nice.
The number 95 Lightning McQueen mobile.
It is the 70th annual STP 500. This is NASCAR's oldest track. NASCAR's been going to Martinsville, I believe, since the first year of NASCAR, if not the second year.
Yep. STP.
STP.
I thought for just a split second that you were gonna say SAP, and then I would have said, "Wait a minute,
Not SAP."
Yep, center.
All right. On Friday, March 22nd, there is first and final practice for the Truck Series at 1:05 and 3:05 p.m. The Cup Series first practice is at 9:35 p.m. in FS1. The Truck Series qualifying is at 10:40 a.m. I say p.m. for Cup. I meant a.m. Qualifying in FS1. At 10:45 a.m. is a press pass. Good for you. At 12:30 p.m. is final practice for Cup on FS1. 2 p.m. Oh, get this. NASCAR Gator Outdoors Truck Series race in Martinsville is on Fox, the Big Boy Network. The
Well,
Truck Series is very rarely on Fox.
True.
And Fox has the premier broadcasting rights for Trucks, so Trucks is only on the Fox family of networks.
The Big Boy Network.
At 5:10 p.m. on FS1 is Cup qualifying, and then at 2 p.m. is the STP 500 on FS1. So that is the schedule. There's really not any NASCAR news. And, oh, okay, so I might remember this. All right, so during the first caution from Auto Club, the Auto Club 400, I can't remember, the first caution was for debris, I believe. And so the Fox clue in on Recce Danica Patrick Syndrome Jr.'s radio. And they were going, him and like I think the crew chief or the spotter were going at it, kind of, and they're saying, don't do any. He was like saying, don't use it, try not to use any brakes to keep speed, And he's like, that's what I've always been doing. If I don't do it, the car drives like this. And he's like, well, it's just something for the engineers to look at for data. Okay, so Recce Stenhouse says this. I don't care what the data says. All right, don't tell me how to drive. I know how to drive I know how to drive this race car. I kid you not. What happens? They go into turns 1 and 2, and he spins. Oh my God, have you ever heard of karma?
Exactly.
That is so great. Dude, we're sitting on the couch watching it. We just start laughing. We're like, you dumb. Right there. Jeez. I know how to drive. Sure you do.
Wrecks it.
Hey, guess what? He's a legend in his own mind.
Recce Stenhouse is the new official Danica Patrick.
Jeez, that's what you get for dating. Good Lord.
He's got so much of Danica Patrick syndrome.
Lord.
It's gone right to his head.
Arr.
Yep.
Alright, I believe it is now time for because there's not much for NASCAR. It's time for who had that number, and Isles will go first. Alright, you ready, Harold?
Before we get into that, I just wanted to do fantasy quick and tell our audience what our picks were for NASCAR fantasy.
Yeah,
just
thanks
real
for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay.
Here, you can do fantasy.
Alright.
Do you have it written down?
What did your dad pick? Who did your dad pick? I forgot.
My dad, Richie Rich.
Yep.
He picked the Shrub.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
And then I picked... The reason why I picked Chase Elliott...
I wanted to pick Chase, but somebody...
The reason why I picked Chase, and you might be like, well, Hendrick's not faster enough. Martinsville is not a track about speed.
Nope.
It's a track about how deep can you get into the corners without wheel hopping or...
Without pulling a Danica Patrick.
Right. How well can you get out of the corners?
Yep.
Can you get on the gas? And how well can you conserve your brakes?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, Chase has finished very well at Martinsville.
I was, when I first saw it was Martinsville,
I automatically, when you ever see Martinsville, you automatically think Hendrick.
Yeah, I wanted to pick Chase, but...
You could have picked Jimmy Johnson. He has 8 wins there.
Oh, shoot, I should have. But I picked Dennis the Menace Hamlin.
Chase's average finish is...
Oh, Chase and Denny. We all know about that rivalry.
Well, the first race... Well, he went... Okay, so... This isn't quite true because he ran one race in 2015, but he was in the number 25 car. He was a test, so he could kind of dip his toes into the Cup Series.
Yep.
He was still running Xfinity that year, so he finished 38th, but let's not count that one.
Exactly.
His first race there, he finished 20th. His second race there, he finished 12th. Third race, he finished 3rd. And then in 2017 is when he got turned by Dennis the Menace.
Yep.
And then he finished 9th and 7th in 2018. So it says his average finish is 16.57. But if you take out... Hold on.
38.
If you take out his first race, because that's not when he was... that's when he was still running Xfinity and it was a test. So if we do 20 plus the 12 plus 3, and we drop where Dennis turned him, plus the 7 and 9, divided by, how much is that, 5?
Yep.
Average of 10, essentially. So he pretty much averages a top 10 finish at Martinsville. And really it's only 10.1 or 10.2, whatever it was, I can't remember, because I just cleared it. It was because of his first race, he finished 20th. So, Chase does really good at Martinsville. So, that's why I picked him. And then you picked Dennis Menace Hamlin.
And then my dad,
Big Tim,
picked Kevin Happy Harvick.
I don't know what Kevin Happy Harvick's statistics at.
I don't know, but that's what my dad's picked. And the last person my dad would pick is Jimmy Johansson. I'll tell you that much right now. I was surprised that he picked Kevin Happy Harvick.
His average finish at Martinsville is 13.34. And Harvick only has 1 win at Martinsville.
Well, that'll be
in 2011. So,
I think that's about it for fantasy.
All right, time to move on to who had that number.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Who had the number 0
Oh, no.
for 38 races from the end of the 2003 season to almost the entire way through the 2004 season?
Holy cow.
He drove the last 4 races in 2003, and then the first 34 out of 36 races in 2004.
Number 0. Oh, geez. What a piece of junk number this is.
That same year in 2003, he drove the number 22.
Really?
Yes, and he replaced Jason Leffler. And then after that, he was replaced by Mike Bliss.
Oh, wow.
The last, and this is just a fun fact, the last time the number 0 was being used in NASCAR was in the Homestead race in 2005. It has not been used in the Cup Series since.
Wow.
So, in fact, I most profoundly remember this driver in the number 0 and not the number 22.
Really?
He did not win a race in the 0 car, I believe. No, he did not win a race, and he did not have a pole. His best finish was 2nd at Indianapolis.
Huh. That ought to suck.
So, I'm sorry, no. That's wrong. Okay, no, I was reading the wrong thing. His best finish is not 2nd. He started 2nd.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry. His best finish is... looks like 9th. 9th at Rockingham. So, alright, now we'll go into his name to Wiki.
Alright, and then
Interwebs.
what was his number for the 2000 season?
22.
It was 22.
He won the 2002 Daytona 500 and the 2001 Bojangles Southern 500. 2000, yeah, he ran 375 races over 13 years. His first race was in 1994 at the 1994 Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond. His last race was in the 2007 Subway 500 at none other than Martinsville. His first win came in the 1995 AC Delco 400 at Rockingham. His last win came at the 2002 New England 300 at Loudon. He has 5 wins, 82 top 5s, and 7 poles in the Cup Series. I'm sorry, no. Yes, no. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yes, that's right. He also led Busch Series poles in 1993. He is currently age 57 from South Boston, Virginia.
Oh my.
You got 20 seconds left. His initials. WB.
WB?
WB. 7 seconds left.
It's not William Byron.
Okay. Oh, I almost stopped that right on exactly 3 minutes. His name is John Edward Burton III, also well known as
Ward Burton, son of a beach.
Oh,
alright.
That was a good one right there. Throw in the damn Santa
Throw
hat
the
again.
other Santa hat now.
That was a good one right there. I don't care who he is. That was a good one. That's good. Right there. That's funny. Right there.
Andy, what do you want for Christmas? I want more Santa hats I can freaking throw across the room. That's what.
He needs a 10-pump BB gun.
Yeah. Shoot my freaking eye out.
Okay, Christmas story.
Alright. By who had that number?
Hold on, let me give me a second. Alright, go ahead.
Today's key number is the number 12. I mean, 21.
Well, what is it?
It's either 12 or 21. It is 21. Okay. I got those two mixed up for a second. Yep. Alright, 21. Yep. Alright. So, key number is 21. Who had... Here we go. I'm gonna give you his initials today. You might get this, you might not get this. And I'll remember to start the timer this time. Who had the number 21...
I don't know, it's too long ago.
...in the 2006-2007 season for the Smashville Predators that was only worn by this guy, for 17 games
I'm supposed
only.
to know that. Oh boy. I don't know.
Oh my. It's gonna be good.
Better be.
Alright, let me see here. This guy, born July 20th, 1973, retired age 45, centerman, left-handed shot. His national team is Sweden. He was born in Sweden. I am not gonna pronounce the city he was born in. Pretty popular and well-known dude. He was drafted 6th overall, 6th, in the 1991 NHL draft by the Philadelphia Cheesesteaks. Now,
1991 cheesesteaks.
6th overall in the first round.
Eric Lindros. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's a darn good guess. That is a dang good guess. In the 94...
I think Lindros was drafted in the 80s.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Let me check.
I doubt it. In the 94-95 season, he played 47 games for the Quebec Nordiques as number 21. He was number 21 his entire life.
Speaking of Quebec Nordiques, Lindros was selected 1st overall in the 91 draft by the Quebec Nordiques.
Ah, I remember that, yeah.
So,
I remember that, yep.
he's kind of pudged out a little bit.
Yep. Alright.
Like, I have room to talk.
Alright. I stopped the timer at a minute 38 is how much he got. Timer starts now with a minute 37. In the 94-95 season, he played for the Quebec Nordiques, and then he played for some other league from 89-90 all the way to 94-95 for some other league. Some other Swedish league. So he was traded by the Cheesesteaks to the Nordiques for 1 season. And then the 95-96 season, all the way to the 2003-2004 season, he was playing for the Colorado Avalanche, and that team is who he is most well known for. In the 2004-2005 season, he did not play at all. He played because of the lockout, went back to Sweden, and played 33 games there. In the 2005-2006, all the way to the 2006-2007 season, he made his return to the Philadelphia Cheesesteaks before being traded to the Smashville Predators that same season when the Quackers won the Stanley Cup and only played 17 games for them. In the 2007-2008 season, he made his return back to Colorado and played 9 games for them. And then in the 08-09 season, all the way to the 2009-2010 season, he played for the Swedish Hockey League, which I don't know what that is. And then in the 2010-2011 season, he played 2 games with the Colorado Avalanche, getting no points and retiring with the Colorado Avalanche. I believe during that time, he might have been an alternate captain once, sometime around the 2002-2003 season, I believe. And then he has 708 games played, 885 points. Not a first-round bust, I can tell you that much, for as long as he played. He played all the way from the 94-95 season to the 2010-2011 season.
How much time?
Oh, I stopped the timer at 24 seconds about 24 seconds ago.
Why?
So I can give you 24 seconds because I have one last hint, and then I'm gonna give you his initials to help you out here.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Your last hint is he went into the Hockey Hall of Fame at the end of the 2013-2014 season. His initials, with 20 seconds left, is PF.
EF?
Mostly well known for the Colorado Avalanche.
Philip. Let's. Peter Stastny.
Oh, well, you're dang close. You got the first part right as the time runs out.
Oh, Peter Forsberg.
That is the correct answer, but I'm sorry, the timer ran out 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, you know, don't you hate that? You got a couple sand hats over there to throw if you want to.
Yeah. You want to?
Yep.
No, I don't need them.
All right.
I think a hint that probably would have helped me is if you would have said he was involved in the The fight night at the Joe.
Oh, I should have. I was thinking that he was around the time during the
Height of the Colorado
and Red Wings rivalry. He was a part of that. I should have said that.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yep.
Well, so was Claude Lemieux. Well, he started the whole damn thing.
Yeah, he was the turtle on Turtle Day.
Yeah. So.
Yep, that's what it's called. The Red Wings fan page members always call that Turtle Day. I kid you not.
That's when hockey was its greatest.
I know. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, back
like
when there was 3 fights average in a game.
Yep.
Well, NASCAR was at its greatest 10 years after that. So,
yep.
I don't think I have anything else to add, so it is time to move on to
the outro screen.
The end of this paper. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of the IHN show. We certainly hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like down below and then subscribe to our channel so you can be up to date on new video releases and hit the little bell icon to be notified when we upload a new episode. If you'd like to download the podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts and Podbean. If you don't, well, Podbean if you have Android. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, it is at IHN Show. If you'd like to help us make the show better and easier for us to produce and in turn be more productive, please support us on Patreon. Link to that down below. If you'd like to contact the show, it is ihnshow@gmail.com. And that will be in the description and on the outro screen, along with a link to our Patreon page. If you'd like to start a conversation in the comments, please do so. If you'd like to start a conversation in the live stream comments, we will do the best we can to answer those. We just request there is no mean or vulgar language. Mean or vulgar language.
Oh yeah, that's right. Racism, politics, and sexism is not allowed.
Just use common sense before you type.
Always miss that part.
We are all here for just good fun.
I'm gonna get fired one day.
Yeah.
Well, one day. Keep dreaming, pal.
Oh, the white flag is in the air. Anything to add, Harold?
Yeah, stupid Ward Burton. Why I oughta.
Just
pretty much.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Got stuff missing there. Backboard for races. Have a great weekend.